can't we as black women just be nice to each other? We need to stop that, because that's a bad vibe. Waiting for my blessings, God. Hey my darlings, hey my babes, welcome to Idris Mode, where I share all things fabulous, honey. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Idris and I hope you guys are doing well. I would love to have you as part of Idris Mode family. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and also TikTok, where I share all things fabulous too. So the end of the year is literally upon us next week, and we are about to enter a new year. So I thought to just create this video and share some of my favorite moments with you in 2021, share some of the things that I've found difficult and the lessons that I've learned in 2021, and hopefully you can share with me your 2021 experience as well. I would love to know, so please comment down below. Let's share how 2021 has been. I know that it has been very difficult for a lot of people, including myself. So 2021, wow. 2021, what a year it has been. What a long year. Short at the same time, because obviously we were locked up for half of the year, and if anything, I had a lot of things on my New Year's resolution box, which I'm happy to say that I have ticked off. I started my year knowing exactly what I wanted to focus on. My number one priority was focusing on getting my apartment and focusing on creating videos that, you know, educates, elevates and inspires women all around the world. And this is something that I'm very, very passionate about, and it's something that I want to continue doing because I love women and I'm all about sisterhood. And in terms of my job, I really wanted to connect with my fellow black influencers, women who do the same thing as me. One thing about me is that I'm very friendly and very welcoming to everybody, you know, and it can also be my downfall, because I found that this year has taught me that I'm too friendly, first of all, and I'm learning to be more reserved, if that's the right word. Yes, like I was saying, I wanted to meet and mingle with women, amazing women who do the same thing as me, but unfortunately I'm starting to understand that I know this is the industry that I love working in. I've had occasions where I've met a few influencers and like it's been really, really horrible. It's very strange because when I walk into a room and I recognize people, whether you're black, white, green, whatever, if I recognize you, I will say hello. I will say hi and greet you by your name and tell you how amazing your work is if I enjoy it, you know. And that's just how I am. That's just me. Anyone that I see in the middle of the road, if your skin's glowing, sis, I will be like, sis, your skin is glowing to the gods. Details, please. I'm very much like that, and not to say that everybody should be like me. I know it's impossible. We cannot all be the same. But I find that the industry is so... Let me not even say the industry. Unfortunately, I would say this is within the black influencer community, because whenever I go to events and I meet white influencers, perhaps Asian influencers, they are so lovely. If they recognize me, and they would say, oh my god, I recognize you. From the moment that we lock eyes, they'll say, oh my god, I recognize you, and they would introduce themselves. But as soon as I see somebody's looking at me in a friendly way, I will say hello. I've been in a few occasions where I've met black influencers, and you know, you know me, babes, and I know you, but it's almost like, babes does not even want to make eye contact. And it's like, really? But I know you know me. Not in an arrogant way. Even if you don't know me, we're right next to each other. Let's say hello. Do you know what I'm saying? And this has happened to me a few times. And then later on, you find out that they love your content. And then they tell you as well that they just say, oh yeah, oh my god, you did this. Oh my god, yeah, that. And you're like, but sis, I want to be friends with people because of the community that they have, the platform that they have, or how much money they're making. That stuff does not mean anything to me. I don't care about that. If I want to be friends with somebody, it's because I like who they are, and I like their vibe, and we get on. Like, that's why. And I feel like, why can't we as black women just be nice to each other? And as sophisticated, classy ladies that we, you know, say that we are, we need to change that. We need to change that, because it's not nice. We can't then treat each other like this and expect other cultures to treat us better. Another black girl isn't your enemy. She isn't your competition. Another black girl, she's my sister. If I like your work, I will tell you that your work is amazing. I will compliment you. It doesn't take my crown away from me at all, at all. No, babe, it doesn't. And some may say, oh, I love your content, but you don't even follow me, sis. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, we need to stop that. We need to stop that, because that's a bad vibe, bad energy. I'm not here for that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. You know, I'm realizing that this is my line of work, and the people that I do come in contact with are basically my colleagues. I don't really have a lot of friends in real life, you know, and I like to keep my circle very small. And I feel like within influencing, I've wanted to meet different people, because we're all doing the same thing. It's easier to be friends, to help each other shoot, to share and bounce ideas off each other. But I feel like that's not gonna happen. I'm not here for it. If it happens naturally, I'll be very happy. There's a few people online that I love and I would love to be friends with. They seem very genuine. I love their energy, I love their vibe. But you just don't know. You don't know. Sometimes you meet people and you don't vibe, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. There's, you know, I know that there's been times where I've gone to events and I'm not well. My energy is low and I'm feeling really awkward, but I've gone anyway. I've met people and we've not clicked because I'm in a certain mood. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's okay. But to know that you know somebody, or I've greeted someone and said, oh, hi, XYZ, I love what you do. I follow you. And it's like, okay. Wow, okay, sis. All right, okay, sis, that's fine. So in terms of the industry, that I'm learning that, and this is always amongst us black women, and this is why I just feel like we really need to change. We really need to change in 2022. You know, I don't see anybody as my competition, and this is not to be big-headed or to think that I'm better than anybody. No. You know, I'm not better than you and you are not better than me, but I am me and that's my power, and you are you and that's your power. Do you know what I'm saying? We're doing the same things, but the sauce is different. You know, the source is different. We all have different inspirations, and the end goal, I guess, for everybody's different, you know. So I don't ever see any influencers as my competition. I see you and I clap for you. If you're doing amazing, if I love what you're doing, I will make it known, you know. I'll make it known to you, I'll make it known to everybody else, you know. So that's something that I've learned this year, to keep myself to myself and to trust the process and to depend on my knowledge and myself and the people in my team. And also in terms of work, I've learned that I really can achieve anything if I put my mind into it. One of the biggest things that I've achieved this year is obviously moving into my apartment, which took me a whole year to find, and I'm just so thankful to God that I found it. It was so difficult, because it's been so difficult for me, because obviously I moved to my apartment and it was empty. I had to furnish the apartment from scratch, literally from scratch, and it took me 3 months, which meant that I spent a lot of money, a lot of my time and energy went into trying to put this beautiful space together to make it a home. I struggled mentally when I moved here. I kind of felt like, okay, fine, I've moved into my apartment, but this isn't my home, and it didn't feel like a home until I think a few months ago. It just kind of felt like I was in a foreign place, I was alone, I became lonely, and it was very difficult, and it really challenged my mental health. And I remember saying in a video that I didn't want to come across ungrateful, because this is exactly what I've been praying for, and God has blessed me with it. So I didn't want to take it for granted, and I didn't want to come across as ungrateful, because that's not what it was at all. It's just that I felt really lonely because I work from home, so which means that I spend a lot of time alone in my house. It's winter now, so it's dark. It gets dark very quickly. It was just, your sis was, you know, I don't like to use the D word, like your sis was depressed. I've been really down. It just has been a lot this year. I was struggling to balance out my personal spending and my home spending, so I didn't know how to. Obviously this is my first time to ever live alone. I've always lived with my family, and here it's just been me, and I've had to learn how to be alone on my own. I've had to learn how to depend on myself. I've always depended on myself financially, but I also then had to depend on myself mentally, physically, emotionally, which has been very difficult. I've been struggling to find a routine. I still haven't found a routine yet since I've been here, which is something that I need to work on for next year. In terms of work, again, I've collaborated with so many different brands this year, and which has been a dream come true. I'm just so blessed. Whether it's gifting, it's been a lot. Like I keep saying, like I don't ever want to take anything for granted. I don't ever want to take my gifting for granted, because when I started this, even when I started this full time, I barely received any PR, any gifting at all. And I feel like now I'm starting to get the recognition that I deserve. I've worked really hard to get here. You know, if you have been following me for a while, then you know that I have been blogging altogether for 7 years. 7 years, but full time it's been 1 year, and and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for how far I've come. I'm just so glad that I transitioned from just blogging to creating a YouTube and transitioning into luxury, and just focusing on learning about my personal style, believing and trusting myself to execute a high level of work. And I feel like I have done that. I know that in the last few months I've not been consistent because my mental health has been crazy. I have been struggling mentally a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you. My job does get very overwhelming. It does. Influencing isn't easy at all. People think it's just, you know, fun, camera on, switch the lights on and action, that's shooting, and then the video just, you know, magically appears on YouTube. It does not work like that. When you have deadlines, and in this industry the deadlines are very tight, things happen last minute all the time. And I find myself starting one project and I get a message from my manager or a reminder that I've got a deadline approaching, and then I have to drop what I'm doing, continue with that. Deliveries come through, you got to do stories, you got to, honestly, it is a lot. It is a lot. And obviously, and you guys know that I hired an assistant this year, the beautiful Grace, and she has been amazing. She was actually here today. She has helped me out so much this year, and I'm so grateful for her, and I pray to God that we shall continue working together, and may things get better from now on. And yeah, may God continue to bless us all. And overall the year has been difficult, but I'm just so grateful. I absolutely love what I do. My aim when I started this channel was to help women, was to help educate and elevate women, was to share my life experiences, and you know, and hopefully help somebody out there and inspire somebody out there that's giving up on themselves. You know, self-care is very important to me, which is something that I have been trying to showcase on my channels. Self-care, whether it's buying new perfume, whether it's changing your wardrobe, whether it's upgrading your room, and it's all of that. It's all of that. I started off living in my bedroom in my parents' home, but I turned it into my boudoir. You know, I didn't wait until I moved out of my own house to turn my bedroom into a boudoir. I wanted to have that feel before I moved into my apartment. I wanted to come into my room and feel like, yes, this is my private space. And that's something that I'm so happy that I did. And now that I have my own space, I've turned it into my little dream apartment, which I love. But in a nutshell, this year has been up and down. There's been loads of ups, loads of down. Content creating is definitely a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster. things, honestly, there's loads of ups and downs, and the highs are really high and the lows are really low, and I find that really gets to me. So now I'm trying my best to not to let the lows get to me, because it really does, and it's difficult to come out of that. And when you have to create content, you have to stay in a positive mindset, because it takes a lot of courage to come in front of the camera, sit down and create a video. Like, babe, it's not easy. It takes a lot of energy, like a lot. And I feel like this year I have been procrastinating a lot, and it's unlike me, because I'm very positive. I'm a go-getter. When I want to do something, I just go and do it without thinking. But I feel like this year I have been procrastinating a lot. I want to do something and I'll be like, no, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I don't have the energy. I don't look good right now. I can't perform like that. And it's not me, like I said. And this is something that I'm going to work on for next year. Obviously, my weight has been a big issue for me this year. I'm currently unwell. That's as much as I can share at the minute. God willing, when it's the right time, I will definitely come back and share my experience with you guys. But at the moment, I really cannot say as much as that. But because I'm not feeling too good, my mood has been affected. I've been feeling really down a lot this year, where I constantly feel dizzy. My iron has been messing up a lot as well, so my iron has been really low, but now I am taking medication and working on that. Yeah, your girl has been really unwell, but on top of that, I've been pushing through. I've tried to stay consistent, posting videos. I've been in pain. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, it's been difficult. And obviously December, now that we're here, December's a really difficult month. I know you're probably thinking, we've not seen Christmas decor, why have you not done Vlogmas? I know I did Vlogmas last year on a weekly basis, but I cannot determine how I'm gonna feel every December, because obviously it's a very difficult month for me, as my mum passed away. As we speak today was the day we buried her. So every day in December it's very difficult for me. Like, my mental health has been really low. I've been really sad, really low. And I know that it's been coming off in my videos. I've not been putting in 100% because I've been really low. I've been struggling, but I have responsibilities and I have to stay on top of it. I pray for the favor of God upon my life, to continue blessing me, to continue pushing me towards my dreams, to give me strength, and to help me continue blessing people on YouTube. You know, this is my calling. The dream is bigger, you know, but God willing, we will get there. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for another year. I'm thankful for all that I've achieved and accomplished this year. And I'm looking forward to what's to come. And my arms are opened. I'm waiting for my blessings, God. I'm waiting for more blessings. I'm ready for you to bless me with everything that's good for me. And I wanted to use this opportunity to just thank you guys. Like I always say, I wouldn't be here without God. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you so much for the love, for the support, for subscribing, commenting, for turning on your notification bell, follow me on Insta, TikTok, and just showing your girl love. You guys are amazing and I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Take care. Have a great Christmas with your family, your loved ones, and comment down below. Let me know what you've learned this year. What are some of the things that you've experienced, the highs, the lows? I would love to know. Let's all chat in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, babes. I love you. Mwah. Bye.